Welcome in, you guys. Rise and shine. It is May 11th. It is Sunday, Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of my mothers out there. It is 11 a.m. on the clock. All right. So we're looking at this 11:11 portal for Jazz. Jazz is just be on point. All right. We're at the planetary hour of, let's see. We're at the planetary hour of Saturn. All right, and in today's transits, we have the Mercury semi-sextile to Neptune, which are in the signs of Aries as well as Taurus. We're seeing Mars and Leo at a sesquiquadrate over to the North Node. We are seeing the moon in Scorpio all day with a biquintile over to Saturn, a quincunx to Venus in Aries, a biquintile over to Neptune in Aries. We have a sesquiquadrate over to Jupiter in Gemini, a square over to Mars in Leo. We are with a sesquiquadrate over to the North Node in Pisces, a biquintile over to Venus in Aries, as well as a sesquiquadrate over to Saturn in Pisces. So lots of sesquiquadrate energies, just meaning there's a lot of discomfort. There's things that need to be taken care of, spoken about. If it feels uncomfortable, it's because you need to take care of the problem. Jupiter, North Node, as well as Saturn's energies. And then we've got the Mars and Leo at a sesquiquadrate to the North Node, okay? The square to Mars and Leo with the moon in Scorpio is going to feel a bit intense. Not sure where we are currently right now. Moon is at 9 degrees and 22 minutes of Scorpio, all right? And Mars is at 10 degrees and 37 minutes of Leo. So we're looking at a heavy square coming up very shortly within the next hour or 2 hours, okay? I chose this morning to pull the Light Seers Tarot deck, Sacred Destiny, Wisdom of the Oracle, as well as the Feminine Wisdom Oracle deck, being that it is Mother's Day. All right. I'm going to read you guys Scorpio's 10th degree with the Sabian symbol. It's a fellowship supper. Welcome in, you guys. All right. Camaraderie. Group activity generates a deep sense of belonging and willingness to help others and join in with their ups and downs, the enjoyment of friendliness. So sharing in life's activities with others binds us to them. Not only during the activity itself, there are feelings created that can endure over surprisingly long periods of absence. What occurs during the sharing of our lives is the creation of a group identity with its own personality, beliefs, code of conduct, as well as atmosphere. This is certainly a real and important aspect of who we are. Our camaraderie is a higher order aspect of self-expression and self-discovery. It says a fellowship supper reunites old camaraderies. All right. So fraternity, it says society is the context for self-expression. So it's showing here everyone sitting at a table enjoying supper. Okay. All right. So that's where the moon is currently right now. We're looking at the 22nd degree with the sun in Taurus. One second. 22nd degree of the sun in Taurus, a white dove over troubled waters. 21st to the 25th degree speaks all about authority. So reading the signs here, it says nature will always produce some symbolic expression of the currently important message for those who can read the signs. Welcome in, Brenda. All right. It says, by contrast to books, there are sometimes signs. These arise out of larger life rhythms and are more indicative of the greater picture. Cultural vibration are contrasted to the individual. So we are better advised to seek guidance from the signs all around us than simply consulting our own wisdom. All right. We've got Mercury at the 2nd degree of Taurus. This one speaks about an electrical storm in connection to the power that you have. The epiphany of light, the powerful cosmic element of existence, can transform human consciousness. It can be a devastating shock to be exposed to cosmic energies within the constriction of the earth plane, since the power of true spiritual knowledge simply cannot be fully assimilated into individual consciousness. Yet there is the hope of opening up to these higher forces to some significant degree, and thereby experiencing the revelation of vast possibilities for the expression of our spiritual aspect within a physical context. All right, so we're going to start off with Feminine Wisdom Oracle. Let's see what comes out. We'll do Wisdom Oracle right after. We'll pull a spread, and then I'm actually going to go into what is the Sacred Destiny going to bring in, okay? Ouch. Rise and shine, my peeps. It's me, Victory. Welcome in. It's me, Victory. Okay, let's get into it. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that's here that is a mother. I told you guys this weekend was going to be more so like a shit show. It's very uncomfortable. Moon in Scorpio at its fall. All right, we had a lot of quincunx energies yesterday, lots of discord. Today we're feeling the uncomfortability of that discord, and the squares don't make it any better with the tension. All right, but the moon in Scorpio by tomorrow, full moon will start trining over to water energy. That's going to be what's happening over in Pisces. Okay. So what do we have in Pisces? Saturn in the North Node. We'll see a trine there. Well, hot damn, that was quick. All right. Romance and discipline. So are you being romantically disciplined at this time? I see numbers 3 and 23. All right. It says love and attraction, consistent effort and order is here. Disciplined in romance. Okay, we'll take it. Down at the bottom of the deck, we have determination. So the intention to achieve something here. All right, you may feel a sense of protection around you. All right. Let's see what they say. Let's start off with romance. Number 3 in this deck. It says, that's pretty color. It's like a lavender type of color she's wearing there. A feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love towards oneself or someone else. Romance is all about attraction rather than a strenuous effort. This card represents a call for love, but also promises connections and love towards yourself. Consider what is that your heart needs right now, human connection or self-love. Romanticize your life, but yourself, your favorite flowers. Light the expensive candles. Froth your coffee or make yourself an exquisite meal. All right, so that's what I did this morning. I made a meal for myself and my mother, and I feel amazing. Okay, so affirmation, it says, the heart that yearns for love shall receive it. Okay, let's look at number 23 with discipline. All right, this one here, she's wearing like a pale type of greenish energy. All right. So discipline, self-control, control gained by consistent effort and order. Choose discipline, pair it with consistency, and watch magical things unravel. The only way towards your desired life is through continuous effort, hard work, and constant actions outside of your comfort zone. Self-discipline is an inner strength that needs to be practiced consistently. An inner strength that needs to be practiced constantly. It says you are invited to review your current lifestyle, thoughts, habits, and repeated patterns that stopped serving you a long time ago. The time has come to reorganize your life, take necessary changes, face the harsh truths, and apply the knowledge that you already hold from within. All right, so the affirmation here says, I am strong enough to break my bad habits. I am capable of self-discipline. Determination there. All right, so this one on the bottom of the deck. Determination, to decide definitely and firmly, firm intention to achieve a desired goal. Deep down, you have already made a life-changing decision. The only thing left to do is to take the necessary steps towards a desired outcome. Transform your current reality with radical changes, hard work, and vigorous discipline. Hold yourself accountable and do not let yourself stray, get distracted, or lose your focus. Starting over is much harder than doing the work continuously. The affirmation is, it is time to be strong. All right, so there's a sense of being strong in this reading. All right, discipline, strong, be courageous, continue moving forward and being determined. All right, so this has to do with your romantic life, whether you're attracting love or you're giving yourself self-love. All right, you guys. You love these cards. I do too. I can't remember who bought me these. I think it was Maria. Yes, I want to say it was Maria. So Maria, if you're here, thank you, sweetie. We love your cards. All right, let's get into the wisdom of the oracle. What is the energy like today? Chosen Divine, thank you for being here, sweetie. Boom. All right, we got time to go. Your destiny is calling is what that means. All right. Looks like you're on your way out the door. All right. We have higher power. I think you're headed right in the direction of higher power. All right. So you have the connection to your higher consciousness. I see the key being illuminated here at the third eye. And we have the fates. All right. So this is all fated for you here. It's part of your destiny. All right. So your destiny is calling to go towards higher power. It's part of what's fated for you here. At the bottom of the deck, you are currently at your best with poised. All right. No wonder why. It's me. Victory is here. 11:11 on the clock. Thank you, Brenda. All right. I told you we always catch it up in here. Up in here. You guys are on point this morning. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's show what this energy of romance is here with. And then we'll pull Sacred Destiny. I love when I'm guided to pull what cards are for me. Being that destiny is calling and the fates is here, which has to do with your destiny. And I chose to pull Sacred Destiny Oracle this morning. So, cool. Very cool. Well, hot now. Well, how about all that strength that you got? Spirit is moving through. So it just shows that, you know, the self-love that you have right now is very strong. That's what it looks like. All right, very, very strong energy. Very courageous, very loyal to yourself, very determined to continue pushing forward. All right, so those affirmations could be of significance, speaking about you being very strong and being able to move forward. All right, with the intention to continue to discipline yourself. Self-discipline is everything. All right, what else do we need to see here? I was just drawn to the infinity symbol on her wrist here. She has like the infinity symbol. I know that was like a big thing last year, with it being the year of what was it, 2024. All right, it was like the 888 portal was a big thing last year. All right, the Hierophant is here. So I see the opposition, or should I say not the opposition, but the square over to Leo and to Taurus's energy here. This could be a lot of like spiritual strength with the Hierophant. All right, the love that you have for God. All right, the determination that you have to move in that direction and focusing on self-love could be of significance here. All right, yeah. I feel like that's where your focus is, Queen of Swords. Okay. Seven of Pentacles is like you invest in yourself. All right, you invest in yourself. Eight of Swords is there and the Empress. All right, don't get yourself trapped up in what you know that you can create here. The Empress is saying go out there and birth something new. Okay, so when you know it's time to go and you're connecting with higher power, you should never be afraid because you're currently at your best and you know you're moving into what's fated for you. Let's look into this disciplined energy. Three of Swords. It looks like you've sacrificed and devoted a lot. All right, whether that be to yourself or you're overcoming this significant heartbreak. All right, it looks like a deep core wound that you may be dealing with here. All right, that's hurting you emotionally. But you're doing well with it, okay? I see you transforming the energy overall and remaining very disciplined. Nine of Pentacles. It could be that you're moving forward independently. You're moving into this energy of freedom, okay? You're learning how to love yourself, to value yourself. That is a Venus and Virgo energy. All right, so bettering your health could be of significance there. All right, let's see. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. This is just about you gaining control, all right? And being very disciplined in your own energy. Yeah, being more confident, all right, and moving forward. Show me this energy of determination. The Ace of Pentacles wanted to be seen there. All right, so this is like part of a new opportunity for you here. It's kind of giving me expansion and growth. All right, being that you are moving in the right direction at this point. Let's see. The Five of Wands looks like you've overcome some sort of adversity, conflict, competition from the past. Six of Cups. It looks like you went through a sense of maturity and you did it very quickly. All right. It looks like you're fully, like, completely devoted and working on yourself and mastering yourself here and connection to your happiness. The Sun. I like that. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Now you have the ability to open yourself up to someone else in order to love that person with the Knight of Cups. The way that you express love is going to be in a very balanced way is what it feels like. All right, show me the energy of the Sun. Two of Wands. Start planning on it. What do you want to do and where do you want to move forward towards? All right. Yeah. Again, I feel like you're at your best here. All right. I'm seeing lots of stars. All right. I see stars here. I'm poised on the fates. Okay. So the alignment of the stars and whatever is challenging you here this weekend, it could be that, you know, the tension, the discomfort, the uncomfortability is forcing you into an area where you know you have to kind of deal with something. Deal with it. Stay disciplined, stay determined, and on the other side of it, you come out to be in alignment with where you're meant to be, right? Yeah. The Lovers. So you could be seeking love, and that's fine. All right, maybe that's what you need in your energy. We've kept seeing that throughout the week with the chakra oracle. The need for passion, the need for sensuality, sexuality, for you to feel loved, right? For you to make sure that you're in this energy of being creative, whether that was you loving on yourself or loving on someone else. Maybe that's what it is that you desire. Focus on that, and that's okay. All right. You said, I need help, please, sister. Don't get me started this morning, please. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just clarify. Time to go. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you being called towards here? All right, to overcome some sort of entrapment, okay? Because it's giving me the Eight of Swords, which is Jupiter in Gemini's energy. And today, I believe we just saw that that's going to be at a Sesqui quadrant over to the moon in Scorpio. All right. Jupiter in Gemini is already at its detriment. Yeah, it's already at its detriment. It's not in the sign in which it rules. It's actually in its opposition, meaning it's not working with enough strength there, all right, for you to try to expand and grow. But that's your challenge. That's where the uncomfortability comes in. That's why the Sesqui quadrant energy is forcing you to say, listen, it's time to go towards your destiny. What are you going to do about it? All right, and this is why you have to focus on self-love, because it's going to be important with you moving forward, all right, towards your happiness. All right. So whether you are trapped in your mind about, do you want to stay stuck in a situation and you love this energy, give it to yourself first. Give it to yourself first. Move towards higher power and you will be in alignment with what's fated for you. All right. Higher power. Higher power. Here we have the King of Wands. As we kept seeing the Queen of Wands there. All right, so there seems to be balance more so with the masculine and feminine energies from within in connection to your confidence. All right, the strength that's needed. There's the Lion once again. All right, so lots of strength and determination and courage. All right, let higher power guide you. All right. Well, all right. There's the Empress. All right, and birthing something new and where you're meant to be in alignment with here. So we do have oppositions with the moon in Scorpio. We've seen it over to Mercury yesterday. All right, today we're not going to see them, but by tomorrow we will see the opposition of the sun as well as with Uranus that are in Taurus. All right, the sun is leading you directly to your purpose in which you are creating, and the Uranus energy is going to create the chaos in order for the change to take place. Let higher power guide you, okay? Just remain strong. That's all this is. Remain strong so you can birth what it is that you desire. Yes, Six of Wands. All right. So it's going to lead you directly to your success, to having a victory. All right. It's not going to force you. It's going to push you to feel the uncomfortability that you need in order to continue to go towards what's fated. All right. Let's see. Show me what's fated here. An equal give and take. The Six of Pentacles just shows that, I don't know. I just heard appreciation. Maybe that's what you want, is appreciation. All right, something seems a little bit cloudy right now in the energy. It could be that you feel like you're living in some sort of illusion or something is being kept a secret. All right, with the Seven of Cups. It's just that something is overall having you slow down and really looking at, you know what I mean, what it is that you want to pursue in your life. All right. The Knight of Pentacles is in no rush at all. At all. All right. The Hermit mode. Actually, it allows you sometimes to kind of sit back and think about, you know, what's going on in your life. How can you gain perspective there? All right. Doing some inner shadow work. All right. Yeah. That way you can make the right decision. Because the Two of Swords is like you're clearly like blocking off what you tend to not see, but you already see because emotionally you feel like you're going in the right direction, so that the sun can lead you to plan on this new pathway here, even if you don't know what it looks like, or you know, if you don't know what it looks like yet. But what's fated is just keep pushing forward. All right, do it slowly but surely. You may not know what it is. Do the shadow work. Higher power is going to guide you. All right, let's see. So you want that equal give and take there. You want balance there, fairness. It's coming right back to the shadow work. All right, with the Hermit. Just do the shadow work. That's all it is. It was fated for you to do this. Higher power needed to have you reflect something in the way that I'm seeing it back where we started with times ago, because your destiny was calling. They wanted you to reflect on something. Interesting. I see 11:21 on the clock, so that would be like Justice in the World card. All right. There's something there about your relationships ending. Why did they end? All right, reflecting on that. Why were you, you know, leading yourself in a placement where you felt like your destiny was calling? I need to leave this person, or leave this situation, or leave this environment. Higher power will show you, give you the strength so that you can create new and have a victory. All right, let's see. The Hangman. So I'm seeing Virgo and Pisces in opposition. Obviously, this is going to be where the North Node is. This is where your destiny is. You have to reflect so that you gain perspective about what direction you're supposed to be going in here. Okay, 11:22 now on the clock. Show me poise. Why are you at your best right now? What is it that you're doing? Page of Pentacles. Are you learning a specific skill? Maybe. Could be in alignment with your journey. Could be something new. All right. I just heard you're traveling. That's weird. Four of Pentacles. Building some sort of foundation. Accomplishing some sort of goal here. Could be in your practical life. The Emperor. You starting up your own business. You're at your best doing it. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You could be doing this on your own. You could be afraid. All right. Fearful what things are going to look like. Nine of Swords. Are you on the right path? Again, let higher power guide you. Four of Wands. Venus and Aries energy. All right. I feel like you're exactly where you need to be. Because at the end of it all, you're going to be celebrating. It just feels like you're grieving something because you had to let it go. Because you don't know what it looks like in the near future. Trust your intuition. That's crazy. All right. Trust your intuition. Yeah. This is exactly why you're at your best. Look at the energy here. This is exactly why you're at your best. Okay. There's something about exchanging gifts as well. That equal give and take that you want. This is what you're about to come into alignment with. Okay. So the equal give and take is coming through as the Hermit and the Hangman, the shadow work, and how you've gained perspective is what's fated for you right now, currently. So as we said before, this will be the opposition of Mercury and like a Jupiter-Neptune energy, and where we have that semi-sextile in today's energy with Mercury at a semi-sextile to Neptune. All right, so communication that could be coming through is coming through more so in the energy of the imagination, or through the subconscious state, should I say, as you focus on doing the reflection work. Virgo's energy requires for you to be very analytical, detail-oriented, organize your life so that things come back into balance. All right, Piscean energy wants you to reflect and see what it is that you feel, okay? Pisces energy typically has to do with things that exist without physical form. It's not clearly in your face, but it's something that you know that you want. All right, maybe you need to muster up the way that the way that you feel, so that you understand, you know what I mean, the direction and what's fated for you. You can feel balance more so there. All right, and that's within the masculine and feminine energies from within. So the more that you stay disciplined and determined, the more you give self-love, the more you're in alignment with where you're supposed to be. All right, one more. The Six of Swords, you're moving on, you're transitioning. There seems to be this energy of moving into calmer shores, moving into a different phase. All right, maybe you're moving into this healing state with the Star card. Both Aquarian energies, whatever you do is very original. It's going to allow you to pour out wisdom to others and help others out as well. All right, Mercurian energy, and this is both Aquarius. Okay, I don't know, it's being shown here, Four of Cups and the Devil. I'm seeing Capricorn and Cancer in opposition. All right, there's something here that you still may be connected to, attached to, and where you feel discontent or you feel bored or you're not understanding why this is happening. This could be a phase that everybody's going to go through right now, but at the end of it all, the more that you protect your energy, the more you're going to be coming into an alignment with what it is that you truly desire. This is the Mars and Leo transit today. That's at a square with the Moon in Scorpio. Here we have the Nine of Cups coming out where you're actually receiving some sort of wish fulfillment, and it's going to align you directly with your destiny. Understand? Very good. Very, very good energies. So I feel like I've seen everybody out here, but I'll call out the signs. I see Cancer and Capricorn in opposition. Jupiter's here. The moon in Taurus, and where obviously this is the reflection of 2 weeks ago where we had the new moon in Taurus. All right, with that equal give and take energy. I see heavy Taurus here. Leo and Sag are here. Gemini, Pisces. All right, Leo heavy in majors. So it's interesting because I see Aries even. I don't see any major arcanas with the energy of Scorpio here just yet. All right, so the opposition energy is not here yet. We're not confronting it. We're getting in connection to what is the uncomfortability, okay, of what we've been experiencing here. And this is exactly how it's happening. Time to go. You know your destiny's calling. Higher power is getting you into an alignment with what's fated for you. You being at your best, some sort of exchange happens there. The exchange is when the opposition takes place. The equal give and take would be like, here's the full moon energy giving to you, and where Uranus and the sun is saying this is part of your purpose and where the change is going to take place. That confrontation that happens, that's the exchange right there. Okay? So whatever seems to be all that glitters is not gold. All right, bitches, it's all fake. All right. Don't be mercurial is what that card normally says. Be in the here and now. All right, and allow what's destined and bringing in good fortune and prosperity and abundance into your life with serendipity. All right, let's move it on. Coming to the edge was right below that. Take a risk. Don't be afraid. Don't be a bitch. I'm just kidding. Happy Mother's Day, Christina. Thank you, sweetie. Carolyn, welcome in. Kate Carter, KZ, welcome in, sweetie. Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, everybody else got kicked the fuck out. That's right. Get these bitches out of here. Just kidding. All right. Whoa. If you guys would like to leave donations, it's all going to be in the description box. If you want to become a member of my channel, in the description box. If you want to purchase an item for the channel, it's referring to Dex or a personal gift for Jazz, in the description box. All right, I appreciate all you guys' donations, and I love you all. I love you all. All right, let's get into Sacred Destiny. What is it? What's going on? All right. Sacred Destiny. What do we need to see here? Community is here. Oh, I love the rainbow. That's so pretty. All right. So that just kind of shows me that as you're transforming, you're more so in alignment with your chakras. That's how I'm seeing that. All right. Like your community support is there. You have others that are transforming with you. Everybody's on their own level, but it's kind of like you guys are helping each other out. All right. This is really good. Fulfillment. Okay. So full moon energy. I'm seeing a full grown peach. I always forget what a peach's spiritual meaning is, but we're going to look it up. It says in many cultures, peaches are associated with prosperity, happiness, and immortality. They symbolize wishes for a bountiful life, both materially and spiritually. In Chinese mythology, peaches are associated with the immortals and the Feast of the Peaches, which has held, it says, every 6,000 years. They are also seen as a symbol of fertility and protection against evil spirits. Interesting. Okay. All right. So it says peaches are often given as gifts to express wishes for a successful and abundant life, both materially and spiritually. That's awesome. I need to go get some peaches today, baby. I love it. Who's this? Takia, welcome in. Said I'm working on my glutes too. I know that's right. I told y'all I'll be looking at my glutes, like taking them walks. These buns need to be tight. No, I'm kidding. Solitude. All right, so I'm getting heavy full moon energy here. That's crazy. See both full moons there? All right, so you're at fulfillment right now. All right, it looks like I picked up on this energy yesterday. I said I feel like you're moving from one workplace to the next. You could be in this transition period where you have completed and or fulfilled a specific journey, all right, with one community, and you're moving forward to the next. All right, solitude, obviously it's showing hermit mode energy. You've done some sort of reflection work and you're ready because you're in alignment with your destiny. You need to move on to the next thing. That's what I feel this is. Like you're at your best right now with one thing. Serendipity says good luck, prosperity, and fortune and abundance is meant to come your way. Okay, that's what I feel this is. Patience. All right, so who's this? What the hell is that? What kind of animal is that, you guys? I don't know. The other day, purity came out. So that's like significant to this week here. All right, you were focusing in on becoming pure again. So patience. This damn wolf here has a blue eye and a green eye. All right, and right behind there, there's a sense of security. That's a stork. Makes sense. Isn't that like you birthing something new? Again, new beginnings, rebirth, reinvention, and a family protection. Absolutely. So there's a sense of security, right? I don't know. Are you a fucking attached to a wolf pack or something that are like pure energies? Interesting. I like it. Purity came out and action came out right behind the security card. So if there was a storm and something that you had to overcome, this is the damn storm. All right, the moon in Scorpio is nothing to play with. It's a heavy transformational type of energy. It can bring about emotions and deep emotions, all right, that require for you to kind of sit with your feelings there. All right, let's see. So yeah, it feels like a transformation. I'm seeing the butterflies, again, the peaches. All right, heavy full moon energy here, as well as patience with the stork. Being that Taurus's energy is opposing this. Interesting. All right. Show me community. Welcome in, Xavier. I feel like you got people wanting to follow you with that community. Knight of Swords. You're like picking up people quickly. Let's go. You all come with me. Like that's what it's given. Happy Mother's Day, you guys. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right, so destiny's calling. You have a specific energy within you. If you are some sort of speaker or you have the energy to bring and help transform others with the energy of what you embody in your chakras, which is very positive, you're doing your job here. You're to fulfillment. All right, you have done reflection work. It's like patiently waiting for this energy and securely to take action with something. I like it. You're right in alignment where you need to be. Exactly. Four of Pentacles. You've accomplished a huge goal there. Huge goal. All right, so let's see fulfillment. Yeah, there's a celebration. Four of Wands. It could be with your community. It could be with whoever you choose to be committed to in marriage. All right, could be your home environment, the people that you live with. All right. 10 of Wands. You're overcoming some sort of burden in your life. And again, the 10 of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius. You've put in long and patient work in connection to, let's just say, if you have a specific belief or philosophy in life, your spirituality means everything to you. You've done something to fulfillment. That's what that means. All right, it's time for you to celebrate. The 9 of Swords with the 10 of Cups. Ain't that something? You've made your choice is the way it's coming through. You're meant to be an inspiration to others now. With this Mars and Piscean energy, you could have chose to try to escape, all right, to help other people out. So this is you choosing to sacrifice yourself for others is what that feels like. Sacrificing your happiness for others. All right. Try not to burden yourself too much. This is possibly why it's time for you to move forward. All right, because you've done something to fulfillment already. It's time for you to kind of celebrate your wins is kind of what it's giving me. All right, but it seems like, let's see, solitude. Are you still where you are? All right, because if it feels that way, just have patience. The energy of purity is heading your way. You've got a lot of security right before you start taking action. All right, a lot of security behind you. I feel like your angels don't play about you, boo. Show me solitude. Ace of Swords. This is what's only meant for you to gain perspective, gain clarity, and gain the truth about where and what direction you want to head forward with. All right. I feel like, yeah, your ascension, your awakening was very important right before you start to reconcile with what it is that you want to see pushing forward. All right. That's very important towards your path here. Maybe it's what you want to do for work. All right. 8 of Pentacles, or how you're mastering within yourself. Again. Wow. All right. Now, the 7 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Sun wants to be seen. It looks like you strategize how to utilize the skill that you have to move yourself into a sense of happiness and fulfillment emotionally. All right, what makes you happy within your heart space. All right, so let's look at patience. Okay. Yeah, within your emotional state. I feel like there's a sense of needing to come balanced again. All right, so I'm showing myself in the third eye, temperance. Temperance, from one cup into another. All right, how you balance out that masculine and feminine energies and having patience as you're going through this rebirth here. Okay, that's exactly what Scorpio is going to bring in. The death and the rebirth. All right, now we have Mars and Leo, and where it looks like you're standing your ground, you're protecting your energy, you're defending yourself. You're holding some sort of position in what you feel is significant to your journey here. But is it worth for you fighting for? Or, I mean, you do have a sense of heavy security and protection around you. This big ass bubble is like, you understand exactly who you're serving is how I heard it. Interesting. Nobody can touch you. You know who you're serving. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Now I see why you took so long. All right, you took your time because you know exactly what it is that you desire. There's temperance. I knew it. All right, so the balance that was needed there was of significance to your journey here. Show me the purity. Yeah, look at the determination and the discipline that took place here with the Queen of Swords. She don't fuck around. Cut everything out that doesn't fucking serve you and not be afraid to do so either. Purity. So I'm seeing from green to blue, or from blue to green. Should I say green to blue? Because it kind of goes that way. From the heart chakra up to the throat and to the crown. All right. It looks like there's a sense of elevation there. A lot of purity. Once you head into the white light, that is you in connection to higher consciousness. All right. The Empress. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what it is. You see, as you elevate into the white light, all right, this is like you rebirthing your energy here. Okay. Look at all the discipline I told you. All right, show me security. Mercury and Taurus's energy currently happening right now. All right, there's something about you that kept you stuck behind that door for a very long time. That shit is over. 10 of Swords. Let it go. All right, that chapter is closed out. The mental part of it, all right, and where you felt like, oh, I can't move forward. All right, I'm stuck. I am, going through hardship. This could be unemployment. This could be difficulties with your resources in any way. All right, look on the brighter side of it. You're elevating spiritually. All right, birth new ideas, try to head into a new direction. All right, where are you taking action? Because this is where the storm takes place. It's like facing the storm head on. What are you doing? Get into the bag. King of Pentacles, building long-term stability, a foundation. All right. Telling you, there's something about, I don't know if that's a fucking wolf or not. It looks like a damn wolf to me. Okay. Are you building a pack? You understand? You're transitioning. Again, Six of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. Your originality, your intelligence, all right, the choices that you're making here to move forward, absolutely, are going to lead you to a lot of success. All right, with the Chariot. I've got Temperance out here, which is Sagittarius' energy. I got heavy Taurus over this way with the Empress. All right, so this heavy Taurus energy in opposition to the moon. All right, heavy balance, as we're going to see this opposition happen tomorrow. What time does that happen? 1 second, so I can give you guys the time frame. By tomorrow, full moon happens at 12:57 p.m. We also have a Mercury in Taurus square over to Pluto in Aquarius energy. We do have the opposition to the sun, obviously. That's where the full moon takes place. But we'll see Uranus and Taurus also oppose. By late evening, it looks like we'll see a trine over to the North Node, which is part of your destiny, with the moon in Scorpio, over to Pisces energy. Okay. And then we're going to see ingressing to Sagittarius's moon at 4:36 a.m. on Tuesday morning. We will see the trine over to Saturn, the trine over to Neptune, as well as the trine over to Venus in the signs of Aries, with a sextile over to Pluto and Aquarius. So once again, wherever your imagination and whatever seemed to be an illusion to you, it will gain clarity. The transformation would have taken place. It works harmoniously then, and you will be in the trine, meaning something working auspiciously for you in your love life, and where you chose to create, and where you have disciplined yourself, as well as focusing more so on your destiny. This is in perfect alignment for you guys. All right, this is the way that we work with the astrology here. It shows directly through the cards and what the energy feels like. All right, so mentally you feel fucked, emotionally you feel drained. Here, physically, you may feel drained. All right, but it's all leading you directly to gaining clarity, why you had to move slowly through something, defend yourself, protect your energy, remain in balance, focus on what makes you happy. All right, and elevate yourself spiritually to that white light, to higher consciousness. Let's get one overall, and then I'm moving on. The Two of Pentacles, gain control of yourself. All right, surrounding environments, adapting to those changes. All right, Jupiter in Capricorn's energy typically speaks about you holding responsible position of authority, all right, for yourself. All right, what you want to see to come to fulfillment in connection to what you want to achieve. It could be part of the organization in which you are associated with. All right, let's get out of this. All right. I don't know what else to pull for you guys, to be honest. I kind of want to get into Angel Tarot. I should have pulled it already, but I got to get up. I got to get up. I got to get up. I don't know. That's what I just heard. I don't know where that's from. I got to get up. I got it. Maybe that's motivation for today. I got to get up. I got to get up. Many thank yous. Not a problem, sweetie. Anita, welcome in. Nadia, welcome in. I got a lot of people I have not seen in here before. And if you guys are returning, thank you so much for returning. Hit the like button as you guys step in. All right, let me get the Angel Tarot and I'll be right back. Do not check out. I'm just going to get my ass off this bed. All right, I'm back. Let's do Angel Tarot. Said I'm about to lay down. I sure as hell I'm about to lay down. Because I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got no money to spend. I ain't going to act like I got it like that. I know what the card's saying, but I live in reality, bitches. I'm just kidding. 11:44 on the clock. You said the tension is so intense already. 48 more hours. That's correct. That is correct. 48 more hours. We can do it. I'm just kidding. I sure as hell I'm going to lay down. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to chill out. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. I'm chillaxing all day. Memorial Day is going to look beautiful. Thank you, Nadia. I love you, baby. It says, I have Sagittarius man always in my mind. Even if we are not talking in Capricorn, what's coming? Please, why all the attachment? He is not making efforts. Uh-oh. He don't fuck with you like that, boo. I'm just playing. Let's see what comes out. Give me 1 second, sweetie. I'll answer your question. What's coming out for today? So we have the Empresses here. Fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couples. Well, hot damn. God, Father, and the Generous. All right, so heavy Taurus energy with the Empress coming out here. The Empress don't want to go no damn where, okay? The Empress said, I'm here to stay, bitches. What else do we need to see? Thank you. The Queen of Pentacles, which is a Empress energy. Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. Well, hot damn. Thank you, Nadia. What else do we need to see? Okay. So the Eight of Swords is here, typically a Jupiter and Gemini energy. Truth and justice, protection from enemies who would try to steal one's fortune. So obviously heavy Taurus energy has to do with your finances, your possessions, okay? You have a sense of protection around you at this time. Truth and justice. I feel like the angel's about to pull the fucking the devil's mask off. Some shit like that. Don't play. Do not play. All right, let's see. One more. Well, hot damn, that's too much, baby. Too much. Thank you. The Lovers is here. So the joy of God. Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples and removes a negative energy. All right. So this is what it looks like. All right. Heavy emotional energy right now. But for those that are sitting in Empress energy, obviously, it's wanting to attract your partner. Okay. Your lover. The person that you are married to. Coupled with. Something like that. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles, God hearing lamentations, mental force protects against sorrows as well as illnesses. So all that Nine of Swords bullshit and where you need to hurry up and make a decision, slow the fuck down. Don't let nobody force you to do shit, okay? Let's read the Empress. All right, the Empress says, God, Father, the Generous, the Lord hath made known his salvation, his righteousness hath he openly shewed in the sight of the heathen. Okay. Those born under Mahael will be passionate for love and will love walking and all pleasure in general. Mahael preserves the peace between married couples and gives protection, premonitions, and secret inspirations. The soul guardian for those born from 3:40 p.m. to 4 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 6th of May, the 17th of July, the 27th of September, the 8th of December, and or the 18th of February, and the physical guardian for those that are born from the 9th to the 14th of November. So this is going to typically be and where we are at the third decan of the moon in Scorpio, quote unquote, because that's the third decan of Scorpio season, the 9th to the 14th of November. Okay, so we're looking right now at what degree. I feel like this energy will start coming through once we hit about the 20th degree of Scorpio, which will be probably by tomorrow, or yeah, by tomorrow. We're at the 10th degree today. All right, so late this evening actually is what I want to say. Let me check this and hold on, because I don't like lying to people, but I know what I'm talking about. I know what I feel, bitches. Let me look at like 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock will be close to the 15th degree, so that means by like, let's say like 2 a.m. That's interesting. No, let's do like 5 a.m. on the 12th. Nope, no further than that. Hold on. Hold the phone. All right, there we are. So we're looking at about 8 to 9 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be in this very last decan of the moon in Scorpio energy. All right, from the 20th to the 30th degree. And with the moon in Scorpio, within those degrees, it speaks about 21st to the 25th degree is magnetism. So that's what I'm saying. The attraction will come back together. 26th through the 30th degree is in connection to the passion that's going to take place. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So if it's in connection to, obviously, peace between married couples, that's when it's going to start taking place. Actually, let me read this energy out to you guys. It says, when we can see what others cannot, we are more deeply challenged to be true to ourselves, accommodating instinctual drives, and yet transforming these baser instincts by the practical application of spiritual principles. Animal magnetism is transformed into personal magnetism, and thus we penetrate beneath the surface of life's illusions to know the mysteries. Our natural caution is replaced by the trust that we cannot find, or that we can find whatever we need wherever we go. And even on an emotional level, we can build space or safe space through projection of personal atmospheres, awareness of, and the expectation to satisfy our deepest yearnings, engenders intense emotional focus whose power cannot be ignored, and allowing such wildness to be expressed even in a measured reveals something of our darker passions. All right, so here we have intellectual studies with the Queen of Pentacles. Let's look into the eternal God. Here we go. All right, here we have the eternal goddess says, but thou, O Lord, shalt endure forever, and thy remembrance until all generations. The person born under Mabalaya or Mabahaya will be distinguished by good works. Their piety and zeal for completing their duties will be known before God and man. So those energies of fulfillment and where you've come to completion of a specific cycle, very important to this. All right, Mabahaya is beneficial for obtaining consolation and compensations and governs morality and religion. Soul guardian for those born from 6 p.m. to 6:20 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 13th of May, the 24th of July, the 4th of October, the 15th of December, and or the 25th of February. So the 13th of May is going to be Tuesday, Mars's Day, the day after the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, which I said the 13th is the day that we complete the full moon in Scorpio energy at 4:36 a.m. before we ingress into the moon in Sag. Okay. So here we have the 13th of May, the 24th of July, the 4th of October, the 15th of December, and or the 25th of February. We're looking here at the physical guardian for those born from the 15th to the 19th of December. All right, so we're looking here at the very last decan of, who's this? Sagittarius this season. That's going to be Saturn in Sagittarius' energy, the 10 of Wands, and where you have done something to fulfillment. Okay? Yes, that's what I'm feeling. So that was the Queen of Pentacles energy, and your intellectual lucidity and how you're meant to provide consolation and compensation should be coming your way. I like it. Eight of Swords. Let's get into this energy here. So this is Mabael, God protector and savior. It speaks about truth and justice and protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. All right, so it says the Lord also will be a refugee for the oppressed, a refugee in times of trouble. The person born under Mabael will love jurisprudence and courts of law. Mabael can be called upon against those who seek to usurp the fortunes of others, governs justice, truth, and liberty, delivers the oppressed, and protects prisoners. Soul guardian for those born from 4:20 a.m. to 4:40 a.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 2nd of April, the 13th of June, the 24th of August, the 4th of November, and or the 15th of January. Physical guardian for those born from the 24th to the 28th of May. So that's going to be the first decan of Gemini season, which is typically seen as the Eight of Swords, okay, which is the Jupiter and Gemini energy that we're currently in right now if we look at it in tarot. Jupiter and Gemini right now is currently at the 24th degree of Gemini. I don't know if we've read this out before, but I will now. Hold on a second. 24th degree of Gemini. Yes. So children skating on ice. It says refusing to be defeated. To rage against the dying of the light is to resist the power of death. Recreation as a tool for self-vitalization. The creative mind is not frozen into uselessness by situations that appear impossibly restrictive to others. In fact, the awakened individual seeks challenges in order that they can rise to the occasion and develop further skills and maturity. So that's what we were speaking about. As we continue to mature, the more that we have awakened, we are tapping to the energy of higher consciousness. Got it? Now we're here at the energy of the Lovers, which speaks about joy and pleasure, bringing happiness to couples and removing the negative energy now that you have been awakened is what it means. All right, so now that you've taken the mask off, if there seems to be some sort of negative attachment, that angel ain't fucking around. They don't play about you. All right. The Lovers, joy of God. Let's see. This is one of the archangels, and this archangel is called Haniel. All right. It says, the Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, and rich in love. The archangel Haniel brings happiness to couples and removes their negative energy. He rules over the order of principalities. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck here, we saw the Three of Pentacles with God hearing lamentations. So those that have lots of mental force, as seen in tarot, the Eight of Swords is the entrapment in the mind. All right. This is the protection against sorrows as well as illnesses. Let's take a look. So God hearing lamentations, my soul is sore vexed, but thou, O Lord, how long? It says, those born under Ayalel will be distinguished by bravery and boldness and will be passionate for Venus. So Venus's energy obviously is in connection to the Empress, Taurus and Libra energy. Ayalel protects against sorrow and heals the sick, especially afflictions of the eyes, and influences iron in those in commerce. Soul guardian for those born from 7 p.m. to 7:20 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 16th of May, the 27th of July, the 7th of October, the 18th of December, and or the 28th of February. Physical guardian for those born from December 30th to the 3rd of January. So this is going to be around, I want to say, the second decan of Capricorn season, which is going to be seen as, yes, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles has a lot to do with the energy of collaborating, okay, coming together. So the protection against sorrows and illnesses. It's seen as a sense of authority, okay? That's what it is. It's seen as a sense of authority. What was drawing me to the energy, it says, Alayel protects against sorrow and heals the sick, especially affliction of the eyes. I have read the other day that the right eye is ruled by Cancer and the left eye is ruled by the sun, all right, which is Leo's energy. So Leo and the moon, the sun and the moon, there has to be some sort of balance there, and what your vision is for the near future, something about that. All right, like you gaining control and authority over your energy. All right, not being mentally entrapped of what you cannot see. It's being clearly open to, this is my vision. All right, there's a protection against some sort of illness there. I like this energy. All right, let's pull a chakra or two, whatever comes out, and see where we are in alignment currently at this time, and then we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. Well, hot damn, they just jumping out, baby. They jumping out. I want to get a good shuffle because I've been seeing a lot of yeah, a lot of the sacral chakra is what I was tapping into there. Let's see what comes out. Okay, so home could be of significance here with the root chakra. It says shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. Obviously, it has a lot to do with your foundation. The root chakra obviously is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Here we have responsibility, so self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment is coming out in the energy at the solar plexus chakra. All right, so it is your responsibility to self-discipline, be reliable, and fulfill your responsibilities here by taking action. And whoa. What else do we need to see here? I'm seeing numbers 4 and 20. April 20th could have been of significance. I don't know what happened on that day. That's weird. I'm not sure. Can I go back to that energy? I sure can. 1 second. April the 20th. Where are you? Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want, baby. Here it is. So on the 20th, we saw... Oh, that was Easter Day. That makes sense. Absolutely. And on Easter Day, it looks like we had the 3rd quarter moon that took place in Aquarius. Well, hot damn. Thank you. I knew it was. I'm like, that was National Weed Day. Exactly. I wanted to say that so bad, but that's not what I meant. I'm seeing 420, so it was given Easter. Okay. Yes. That's crazy. that came out like that. What else do we need to see here? Thank you. At the bottom of the deck here, have communication, so self-expression, exchange, and sharing connections. I'm seeing Emperor and Empress energy with number 34. All right. And also, we have here honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication, and it's your choice. So the choice card came out yesterday, and we were speaking about having the free will, being courageous, willpower to make change. Speaking your truth is going to be of significance in what you are communicating here. All right, so if it's in connection to your home environment, shelter, safety, how you feel nurtured, or how you want warmth, maybe it's just comfortability that you want right now. Home can honestly be at your root chakra. All right, those that are closest to you, your stability, your security, your finances could be where you need to focus on self-discipline, becoming empowered, being reliable, and doing something to fulfillment. It's your choice though. All right, so it shows your willpower, your courageous energies here, and where you accept change. Be honest with yourself. Speak out to the universe what it is that you want to experience as well. All right, so today we see the root chakra, the solar plexus, as well as the throat. All right, so we're looking at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy feminine and masculine energies there in balance. I like it. All right, so I would say like the air and the fire signs are masculine, the water and the earth signs are feminine. So we do see earth and fire there, which is balance. All right, you feel grounded, but you also have a sense of needing to take action. I like it. All right, you guys, I love you all. I will catch you on the next one. I may be doing a members reading later today. All right, and in transit for the community chat that we're going to do today, I'm probably going to tap into, let's see, can you get out of this already? Thank you, Jazz. Let's tap into the moon in Scorpio with a square over to Mars and Leo. That's going to happen fairly shortly, so we'll jump back on in a second and do that one. All right, we're looking at, one second, let me get back to where I was. Time is it right now? 12. Okay. Yeah, about another hour or so. We'll jump back on and we'll do Moon and Scorpio with a square over to Mars and Leo. All right, I'll catch you guys on that one. Have a good Mother's Day. I love you all and check you on the next one. Bye.